minute. Let me just. Okay, so let's start with a course overview, introduction, simple introduction. This is a general education course and which is offered by physics department. Usually we have 1 to 2 sections per semester. In the last few years, we used to have more sections, but since the restructuring of general education, the number of sections has been low. So we're expecting 1 to 2 sections per semester. What is this course? Now, this course is really a general education course, which is designed for non-science and non-engineering students. So that means students coming from business, from humanities, food sciences, education, they take this course. And this is a physics course. So of course, when we started developing this course, I'm not talking about the blended, but even from the start, we were worried because who would attend such course in physics? And we were surprised that the course was successful later. The structure of the course is very basic. So we are discussing basic ideas, basic concepts in physics, very descriptive treatment. Not much required from math or physics background, and we try to include demonstrations and applications to make it more enjoyable course. These are the learning outcomes. And because, as I said, this is a course about understanding about principles of physics. So we try to stress the fact that we need the students to understand these concepts. We need them to apply it to natural phenomena, to technology around us, to see what is the relation between these principles of physics and whatever technology we see around. And of course, we stress upon critical thinking, reasoning skills, because this course is really about explanations, is about thinking and so on. So these are the course learning outcomes that we try to tackle during the semester. Now let's start talking about the blended project. Let's start talking about the motivation. Why did we choose this course for blended project? Well, first of all, it's a general education course. And we think that general education courses are a good candidate for blended courses. Students can easily learn part of this course of the material on their own, and then can come in and clarify, discuss ideas and so on. So they can bring active discussion. This course was chosen for cycle 3, and it was the first experience for us into blended experience. And it was a really enjoyable experience. We thought that, as this is a general education course, maybe blending this course could motivate students to rely on themselves, to dig up information. And as we know that discussion is really the most important part of the class. So that would be a candidate for blended, because we're gonna rely a lot on discussion and so on. And the videos could create an enjoyable experience for students. So these are our motivation for the blended experience. Now, for structural material and the technology that we used in developing this course, I will be talking about now. We submitted the early proposal in spring 2019. And then we started restructuring the course and updating content and so on. So we restructured the course outline accordingly. We created videos. I'm going to talk about it shortly. We set up a discussion board. We created large pools of questions online. So we created also online homework, online quizzes, online midterm exam, online final exam, and so on. All that was created. And of course, each semester when we start this course, we post and upload all these documents and assignments, Blackboard, specifying details, deadlines, instructions, and so on. We started implementing the new course in spring 2020. Now let me talk more details about what we did. So I created 35 videos on using Panopto. Dr. Adil, he created 26 videos using PowerPoint recording. These videos, they completely cover 13 chapters out of 16. The videos duration ranges between 3 minutes up to maybe 12 minutes. Well, usually very few videos are 3 to 4 minutes. Most of them are like 5, 6, 7, 8, so in that range. Maximum would go to 11, 12 minutes. And each chapter would include around 4 to 8 videos. Also, we selected a few YouTube channel videos and included them also in as extra resources. And we encourage students to watch also those extra resources. Now, we tried our best so that the total time view for the videos that we created, plus a few extra resources, to be between 60 to 70 minutes per chapter, or let me say per week, because each chapter, as I'm gonna talk now, each chapter takes a week, 2 lectures. So the idea is the following. Students, let me just continue and then I will tell you how we split and how we did manage the course. So this course has really 16 chapters. They are short chapters, and usually a chapter would require 2 lectures, which means a week, 2 lectures. Now, for the first chapter, we did not create any videos. In the first week, we just go face-to-face. We meet the students. We explain to them the idea of a blended course. We explain to them how to navigate the course material, the assignments, what to do during the course, and so on. So we try to meet with them, talk to them, and explain everything to them so they can start the next week in a clear, straightforward way. Now, the way we do it is the following. Each week, students are supposed to watch the videos plus a few extra resources. But that will take about 60 to 70 minutes. And then they should attend the next lecture in the week. The next lecture will be face-to-face. Now, during the face-to-face lecture, the instructor would discuss the important ideas, the main ideas in the videos. I do not explain it fully. I expect the students already watch the videos. So we do it through discussion. So I ask questions. I ask students to ask me questions or to ask the whole class questions. And we try to solve the problems together. So really, this is similar, could say like a flipped class. And we try to go through the discussion a lot. So it's basically discussion-based lecture. And we try to do some demonstrations also to clarify things. I could be, for example, just pushing the chair along in the lecture, just to show them the force, the meaning of a force, distance, work, and other physics concepts by just maybe throwing an object in the air and so on. So we do also small demonstrations to clarify the concepts. Now, students, once we finish the week, there is an online homework at the end of each chapter. And we posted it from the beginning of the semester, and we specified due dates and instructions. For example, for the homework, we give them 2 attempts to do that. And we calculate the grades based on average of the 2 attempts. We also, as we mentioned before, we have online quizzes, we have online midterm exams, exam and final exam, and they are all posted with the clear instructions. Before COVID-19 issue, we were asking students to bring their laptops to class to solve or to answer the online quizzes, the online midterms, and so on, and the final exam. And sometimes we take them to the computer labs, especially for the final exam. Also, we do another activity which we like and students they enjoy, which is visiting the lab. Even though this is a theoretical course, there is no experiment in it, but we have lots of demonstrations. So we take them to the physics fun lab, which is a lab in our department designed for non-science students. And usually we take them once or twice per semester. And they can look at experiments that we have, which are reflecting the ideas we discuss in a class, and they can play and they can do these experiments on their own. We do a project at the end of the semester, and the students, they work in groups and they submit their project at the end of the semester. Now, the style of the project really has evolved. I remember in the last several years, we used to have a huge number of students, and we used to have like an activity day. So where students do demos, experiments, they bring their experiments for all sections, and we meet maybe in the cafeteria or somewhere, and we do like 5-6 hours activity day. Then later we changed that into presentations in the class, demos in a class. So students, each section, they just bring their own demo and explain and show us in a class. And lately also we changed that into MP4 format. So students, they do their projects and then they record their projects on in MP4 and they upload it on Blackboard. This was good for COVID-19 problem. So later, I mean, once this issue of COVID-19 is over, we're gonna rethink about which style we would like to proceed with the project. The last thing, which is in activities we do, is discussion. And this is a very important part. And we encourage students to reply with their views. And we explain to them that they need to participate. Sometimes there is no wrong or right answer. We just want them to be active and participate. And I grade the discussion board based on participation. So all these are all the activities that students, they have to go through during the semester. This is just a screenshot of the part of the discussion board. I don't know if you see, but I just want to show you, for example, in the first week, I tend to ask them, why did you register for this course? Why did you choose this course, which is a physics course? And then I would ask them, for example, what do you think? Why do you think physics is important in our life? And how do you relate it to your life, and so on, just to get them motivated into the course. And for example, for the second discussion, which is I just want to mention, is because this was the first experience for us in spring 2020. So we have these videos. So I asked them to evaluate the videos for chapter 2. And I stressed that we only need their honest opinion. And we want to modify these videos. So I need them to answer honestly. What do they think? Because this will help me to update and so on. So that just to make them very honest and open about it. And really, when I looked at their views and what they wrote, I was really very happy to see that most of the students, they love the videos. They found them very valuable, very clear and interesting. So that was a good experience in the videos that we created. Now I used to, this is from the analytics of the course on Blackboard. So you can see, just to compare our course to other courses in the physics department. Now, if you look at and this is interesting, this is for spring 2020. So when I look at the left side, that's the axis average versus department, I can see that at the beginning of the first 5 weeks or so, we are above the average of the department. But somehow for the next 5 weeks or so, we become similar to the physics department, to the average. And somehow even toward the end of the semester, for a few weeks, we are below the average. I don't understand, I don't know really the reason explaining this, for why we are below a little bit for 3 weeks. Is it because of exams, too many stress on students and so on? I think this is something we have to monitor and to be checking all the time. Now, if you look at the submission average versus department, we are way above the department average. Again, down, you can look at the interaction average versus department. Also, we are way above the average of the department. The last one, which is the minutes average. Again, this is, I find it also, this is something you need to look at and monitor. Again, we see that similar to the first one, we are above average. Then for the next few weeks, we almost same as average, and then we go a little bit below average. And that's again, is the same phenomena, which I think we have to monitor this during the next few semester and see what is the issue with that. Now, for assessment or measurement, we have several things to do, as I explained some of them. We have online quizzes or tests, like 3 of them. We have online homework for each chapter. We have midterm, final exams, they are all online. We have discussion board, which is graded based on participation, and we have a project. So lots of activities, and we distribute the grades on all these. This is just a screenshot of the assignments and tests. This is just one of them. It's just to see some of the homeworks, final exam, quizzes or tests, and so on. Now, to encourage students during these activities and assessments, we try to praise and acknowledge high achievement. I remember in the class which I taught in spring 2020, I used to give them badges, right? When the students who get high grades in the test or so on, I remember that I do that on Blackboard. Now I forgot how to have. So next time I will be teaching this course in fall semester. I will go and try to do that just to encourage them and to give them some credit for their effort. Now, when I look at the grade distribution for the spring 2020 and the semesters before, there is really no significant difference in the grade distribution. After all, this is a general education, which is very basic. And the students usually who are following the material, who are doing good, they do good in the class. Maybe one comment that we found is that regarding CLOs. So for example, we had before 1 or 2 of the CLOs somehow below the benchmark. And now in spring 2020, I found that all CLOs were achieved. I'm not sure about how this really is something you can rely on. We have to monitor this during each semester and see what's happening with the assessment of the CLOs. That's for spring 2020. For fall 2020, I didn't teach. So Dr. Adil taught this. So I'm not sure really about the outcomes, the CLO outcomes, but we will be monitoring this and we will be seeing if this is really a trend or it's just happened. Now, to support our students and to help them during the semester. So I'm showing you now the retention from the evaluation retention center and so on. I'm sorry, I'm showing students' names. I'm not supposed to do that. I didn't take their permission. But if you just ignore the names, please, you can just see that I try to monitor students during the semester, and I look at the students who are missing deadlines or having low grades and so on. And if you look at the right, I even monitor students, specific students, and I did like send the students emails once in a while, maybe once a week or so, after I monitor them. If I see some students missing deadlines or they're getting very bad grades on something, I try to remind them to stay focused, to work hard, and so on. So that's part of our learner support that we try to keep, and we will be doing that every semester. Of course, also we offer them office hours to help them, but usually, from my experience, it's not very useful. Not many students, they attend these office hours, and I don't find it's very practical or very useful. But anyway, it's available to students. At the beginning of the semester, as we explained, all documents, all assignments are posted on a Blackboard. And we specify the deadlines and instructions to them, so they know exactly how to do, and they can see all the deadlines they have to follow. During the first week, as we explained, we just introduce the course and explain to them how to navigate through and all details of this blended experience. And we post all materials, and all material is available throughout the semester, and students can review and they can view everything regarding the course material. For the homework, students, they get 2 trials. And as I said, we schedule office hours. So this is a very quick trip or journey into what we did in this course and how we manage the course. So it seems that I am fast, probably, I don't know. Now, continuous improvement, that's the things that we're gonna be continue doing. So now we have much more skills of creating videos, and I think few of the videos maybe could be changed, could be updated with the better quality ones. I have a better microphone now. I have a new software that to get rid of noise and so. So these things, I start to learn these things, and we will be trying to improve the quality of some of these videos. The discussion board will be always expanded. We're gonna add more, and we will always encourage active participation, because we think that discussion is a main item in our course. Now, the other thing that we did not do so far, and I think we should, and probably next semester I will be doing, which is the adaptive release. I haven't done that, but I think it's good to customize the material for different students. Some students really are very active and very smart, and they like to work more, so we can give them extra, or we can open material for them sooner and so on. So that's one of the things that hopefully in fall semester we will be trying and using. Now for this semester, for this course, we usually, as I said, we have only like 1 to 2 sections per semester. And we have only two instructors, me and Dr. Adel. So usually we are the only 2 instructors who are teaching the course, and we are aware of the method and the philosophy of the course. Of course, we are aware that if there are any new faculty that will be teaching this course, they will be introduced to this project, and they will go, we will help them, and we will go with them into this process. As I said, it seems that I was very fast, I don't know, but I tried to give you an overview to what we did, our course. I hope it's clear and you like that. And we are open to any discussion. Talk. Thank you very much for listening. And I would like really to thank the CATL for all the workshops, the training, the good experience that we had. Thank you very much.